spare.
Jane and team,
Yeah.
incredible packet.
Yeah.
Really.
Thank you. It's really well done.
Okay, now, if you would, move with me to your brightly color-coded sheets. We are giving you not only what we're recommending, but, you know, a line-by-line bit of detail that will help to explain what that particular line covers. The color coding basically is because we're not going to go over every line unless you have a question about it. There are some that we think we would like to offer you a bit of explanation for, and we thought if we color coded them, then it'd be easier for everybody to find where we were. And the orange color are general budget items that require a bit of explanation. In a lot of cases, it's because we're offsetting some of the costs with grants or with carryover, and we want you to know that the number that's in the budget line is not the total cost of but it's the total amount budgeted for it from the general budget. Those things that are highlighted in yellow are all lines that support the strategic plan. And when you see SPG and then numbers following it, those are the strategic plan goals from the strategic plan that specifically that line supports. And we wanted to point those out because we did make a real effort to think, how can we be moving forward?
I definitely appreciate that, because I remember the last time I went through this, I was trying to do some of that. This is great, thank you so much.
But when you come to the end, if you found that it's ineffective, and again, this is the first time you're seeing this, so we know that you'll have questions, and if we don't answer them tonight, if you go home and you think of them, please just email them to me or Jane, because then we'll prepare whatever backup information or in order to answer your question, then everybody can add it to their books. With salary lines, and we budgeted for contractual obligations. So those positions that are included in the JTA contract, you will see step increase included if it's appropriate for the position. Like the kindergarten teachers are all lumped together. There's 3 kindergarten teachers in that line. And we highlighted that because there are $23,500 that you want to explain that?
It's in the revenue.
Right.
Kindergarten, full-day kindergarten used to reduce this number, and then last year we had to show an increase. And just to remind you, we still do get the full-day K money, it's just that they require us to report it in the revenue side.
Add it and then
So basically that 198,657 is offset by.
yeah.
Okay. But it has to be reflected this way.
Yes.
That, the orange little note there is very helpful, because I did
Yeah.
notice that in the main document, and I saw it here, and it's gonna help me go, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's
Well,
very helpful.
and to that, I have a question as a newbie, somebody who has benefited from full-day kindergarten. Every person I talk to is just shocked that we have full-day kindergarten. Are we, I mean, because of this 23,500, it's a break even for us to be able to do full-day versus? No, it's just a commitment that we've made. Okay.
We don't make money on kindergarten.
No, because we don't pay for, I mean, I'm actually
I'm joking,
surprised
yeah.
that as parents, we don't pay for full day, and that's a.
This is the first district where I've been superintendent, the parents haven't paid for the second half of it.
I'm actually shocked by it, so that was just a
In
question.
Rhode Island, you can't charge for it. You can
Which is
charge
why
for
no
pre-K,
other
but not
district
for
has full day.
kindergarten.
Got it.
It is a luxury, but it's a very important part of it.
One of their schools has it.
Our Little Compton has school.
You can't charge.
I understand.
All right, that's interesting. Thank you.
Yep, the lawn and the Melrose salaries, just note that the staffing levels are the same, and that we do pay for some Title II grant. The sick and personal, we have upped the sick and personal based on history. And then the long-term, the substitutes other, the long-term, those have increased also. We've been basing that on, we wanted to break out a long-term illness based as opposed to just a sick person here and there, so that it didn't skew numbers. So this is based on history. And, babies, yes. Maybe more. And then the substitutes for the professional development, that's so, with the strategic plan, we felt it was important for the teachers to get the professional development, and that's a big sub on there as a professional development.
And those subs support the strategic plan goals that are indicated there, 1.1, 2.1, and 3.4. And you have the plan in your book, so you can refer to exactly what the goal is there. If we go down to the bottom, please scan if there's another line that's not highlighted that you'd like us to stop and explain, we'd be happy to do that. The two yellow lines toward the bottom of the page are for the Degrees of Reading Power testing program, and we do pre and post every year from grades 3 through 8, and the test scores are on a continuum. It allows us to monitor progress, to measure progress. It also has a great component that allows teachers to use those scores to match books at the appropriate level to the students. And we've always had the software on individual discs that have so this year they're coming out with a network version, and the cost is $340. That's what the increase is in the second line. The first line is just because we need a different number of test booklets and answer sheets. It's a small increase there. That's based on the student population. But the other increases, it will make that whole process much more efficient and readily available to the teachers.
I'm guessing this one, just a quick one on the left-hand column, under account, 20 is Melrose, or and 10 is Lawn.
That software will be shared, but it's such a small number to split.
Yeah, I just mean in general, just
Yeah.
my
You're right.
The charter schools, we have 6 seats, students that we could have spots for at Compass School. Currently, we have 3 enrolled, so we budgeted for the 5, but we also have carryover funds from the state that we're going to apply towards that.
Carryover meaning the monies we budgeted prior years
Yes.
that move over to this fiscal year.
The state funds, yes, we give us towards the students.
The next 2 yellow lines are highlighted because previously we had generous Article 31 money that supported or that paid for the professional development, and we no longer get Article 31. The professional development and curriculum development, that amount includes what the principal's plan for summer work on curriculum, a teacher per grade level. I believe it's in language arts and math. This summer is what's included. Is it math?
Yes.
As well as money for district-wide professional development, focused on what the strategic plan goals are. And again, those goals are included.
We're also going to do some science and social studies.
Could I ask what happened to Article 31?
Well, 2 years ago, they took it back. They said that we had it.
That's just the state?
State, and then it got cut. And then the next year, they said, oh, we're going to definitely put it back in, so we didn't.